you all very much. This is really an amazing turnout. I'm amazed and glad to see that there's so much enthusiasm about this particular presidential election, and that hopefully that enthusiasm will translate into the Senate and House elections as well. Because clearly this is not. It's not just one branch of the government that we want to have a say. We want to have a voice in Washington, D.C. You know, it would be wonderful if we could actually put people in Congress so that we have legislative voices that are strong, so that we have representation in the state of Wyoming for the first time in a long time that is strong, and so that we can, move forward a lot of the policy agendas that we have that we've seen no movement on in virtually decades. I want to tell a little anecdote that was told to me years ago by a wily old scientist friend of mine named Valentin. He was from the Ukraine. And he imparted a great deal of wisdom through these roughly translated adages that he would pass along that I guess were somehow Ukrainian folklore or something along those lines. But he told a story about a man late at night after he'd been out drinking who was standing under a street lamp, looking at the ground, staring at the ground. And another man walked up and saw him and looked at him oddly for a second, and the man was walking back and forth as if looking for something. So this second gentleman walked up and asked if he needed help, and the first gentleman said, "Yes, I do, and I lost my keys." So the second gentleman, he helped out. He walked around there under the street light, looking for the keys for the better part of a half hour, and the two men together just couldn't find the keys. Finally, the second man said to the first, so you lost your keys right here?" And the first man said, "Oh, no, I dropped my keys way over there." And the second man was puzzled, and he looked at him and said, "Why are we looking here?" And the first man said, "This is where the street lamp is." And, this is a wonderful lesson in the scientific community, but I find myself thinking of this story over and over again every time I hear about the Iraq War and our war on terrorism. I keep picturing George Bush standing under the streetlight, looking for his keys. And he's asking for help, and Cheney comes along. Cheney's there to help. And Mike Enzi's on a park bench sitting by, cheering them on, saying, "Go! Find those keys." But they're just not going to find those keys, folks. There's no chance. We have what is clearly a failed policy in Iraq right now, and we have a significant need for change. And one thing I'm very enthusiastic about is that I feel very strongly that regardless of which of our candidates, Obama or Clinton, moves into the White House, I see change coming with regard to Iraq. We're going to be out of this thing. And I'm very confident that one of our candidates will be in the White House come January, so it's going to be a wonderful time.